Have you ever dreamed of owning a piece of the moon? It's a captivating idea, but is it something that can actually happen? Let's take a closer look at whether you can buy land on the moon. The concept of selling land on the moon goes back to the early days of space exploration. In 1980, an entrepreneur named Dennis Hope, hailing from the United States, made headlines by claiming ownership of the moon. He started a company called the Lunar Embassy and began selling lunar deeds, or certificates, to people who wanted to own land on our celestial neighbor. Despite the fact that there's no legal basis for his claims, Hope's idea attracted attention, and many people were intrigued by the novelty of owning a part of the moon. Since Dennis Hope's bold move, other individuals and companies have jumped on the bandwagon, offering similar schemes to sell lunar real estate. These ventures aim to capitalize on the public's fascination with space and the allure of owning property on the moon. While they may have generated revenue for their promoters, it's important to recognize that these transactions are more symbolic than legitimate business ventures. Despite the efforts of entrepreneurs like Dennis Hope, the reality is that buying land on the moon isn't legally possible. The Outer Space Treaty, an international agreement signed by many countries, prohibits any individual or nation from claiming sovereignty over celestial bodies, including the moon. This means that even though you might be able to purchase a lunar deed as a novelty item, it doesn't grant you any real ownership rights. Even if it were legally allowed to buy land on the moon, there are practical challenges that would make it difficult to do anything with your lunar property. Getting to the moon is no easy feat, and there's currently no infrastructure in place to support human habitation or development. So even if you had a piece of land on the moon, it would be hard to visit or make use of it. While the idea of buying land on the moon may sound exciting, it remains more of a myth than a reality. Despite the efforts of entrepreneurs like Dennis Hope, legal, practical, and logistical hurdles stand in the way of lunar ownership. So for now, the dream of owning property on the moon will have to remain just that, a dream.